welcome to the DLE section. We're going to be doing 2 DLEs, okay? I'm going to make this a daily ritual. We'll add more DLEs as the days go on, because I think they're good background noise for when I need to talk about stuff, but I don't have a subject. Or like, I don't have a thing to, like, show, which I will talk about as we, like, do these things. Food Guesser is really the one that I'm going to get into, okay? But yeah, I'm going to talk about the stuff that I usually talk about in pre-stream today, at least, and another time, and that's why we're doing these more, like, focused DLEs today. If you haven't seen these from the last time, Food Guesser and Murdle are 2 different games where every day, it's a bit like Wordle, there's a new thing every day that you need to solve. One is a murder, one is 3 sets of food, okay? Sometimes it's easy, they give you like a picture of like Weetabix and you're like, oh, the UK. Sometimes it's hard and they give you ants on a log and you go, oh, home economics class. You don't really know. What's the murder case for today? The case of the body of the security guard. Murdle for July 30th, 2024. Huh. The occult had never been Deductive Logical's area of expertise. When the security guard is killed at the investigation institute, you have to do your best. Wait, there's only 3 suspects. This is a very easy Murdle. Usually you get like 6 people and there's a bunch of different things that you need to figure out, right? But now there's only 3. Wait, sorry, give me a second. Okay, so that had to clarify some things. Usually the murders are like 6 people, but now there's only 3, so I'm kind of happy about this. Each suspect brought... Okay, well, we know weapons. Each location and each weapon and each murder can only be tied to each other once. So once somebody has one, they won't have other. So we just need to go through the clues and figure out who's the actual murderer today. An anonymous source that logical trust to pass on a message that read something. You use the detective club decoder ring to write a secret message. Simply type in your message below, then turn the dial. Select detective code or use both. Oh, you're trying to figure out what it's encoded with. That's interesting. I don't know. What? Press for detective code. R? Turn off detective code. I don't get it. Wayne Zombico. What? Simply type in your message below and then turn the dial, select detective code, or use both. What? Chat, am I stupid? Wayne Zombico. Quidge. Wait, is it backwards? Grants. How do you solve this? Proteum. Argodium? Oh god, chat, this murder is gonna go unsolved. I don't understand how to solve this like murder. What does it mean by use both or use one or the other? It's all gibberish. It's all gibberish no matter what I do. And it's the message that was on the thing. Trouble with puzzle 100. What? No, I mean, I don't know what the fuck that means. You know what? A good detective realizes when they're cooked and they move on, right? Somebody else in the precinct can handle that. A weapon made at least in part with paper was brought by the person who wanted to escape blackmail. Who wanted to escape blackmail? Or license to kill, like, license to commit fraud, intelligence, social charm. He was 17 years old. I don't know what to do. What? In part with paper. Okay, well, we got 3 weapons too. Either Uncle Midnight was in a very romantic spot, or a poison tincture was in the observatory, but not both. Okay, Uncle Midnight. Where is the place? Sorry. Okay, Uncle Midnight was in a very romantic spot, which is no, he wasn't enraged with jealousy. He was in a romantic spot, which is probably the observatory. Is the observatory a very romantic place? Yeah. So he was either in the observatory, or poison tincture was in the observatory, but not both. Which means that he couldn't have had the poison tincture. It would be impossible for him to have the poison tincture. So he can't have had the poison tincture. He would have had either of these. He would have had either the crystal ball or the heavy coat. I refuse to do the first decoding thing because it's so fucking confusing. The person who wanted to silence a witness was not in the impossible hedge maze. The person who wanted to silence a witness was not... Are you silence a witness? License to kill. License to tax fraud. I don't know. You guys want tax fraud? The person who wanted to silence a witness. How do you silence a witness? Motives. Oh my god, I forgot that there are motives now. That's why there's only 3 people. Okay, so motives are a 4th category that sometimes show up, okay? Sometimes you get a 4th category. The motive is like why they did it. We usually don't care. Most of them are about who, what, where. This is now the why. Okay, so that's why. Okay, that's why I kept on saying like things like who wants to escape blackmail and like stuff. So whoever had the weapon made of a paper, which was the code book, wanted to escape blackmail. So the code book belongs to the person who wanted to escape blackmail. The person who wanted to silence the witness was not in the impossible hedge maze. Which actually means that, okay, so we know a couple things. Uncle Midnight could not have been in the impossible maze. Nor could he have been in the... Wait, no, he could have maybe been in either of these. It really depends on whether the poison was there or like not. It really depends on if the poison was there or like not. So let's not even fill those in yet. Traces of a weapon made of toxins were found on the miniature golf course. Weapons made of toxins. What? Heavy code book. Use the crack codes and skills. Poison tincture was found on the miniature golf course. So the poison tincture was on the miniature golf course. So it wasn't in the observatory. So Uncle Midnight was in the observatory. He was there. What do we know about the observatory? Nothing. The shortest suspect was lugging around a heavy weapon. Alright, that's a low blow. That's a low blow. Chancellor Tuscany was lugging around a heavy weapon. Well, the code book is not... The code book is accounted for in terms of motive. But the problem is that it could either be the crystal ball or the code book. Lugging around a heavy... So Chancellor Tuscany could either have the code book or the crystal ball. Can we possibly solve this without solving number one? Because number one is the hard part to solve. This is the thing that we need to solve. If we can't solve this, we're kind of doomed. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't think there's a way to solve this without that first clue, right? Because this doesn't really narrow down much. The heavy code book, like, we don't have any intersections that would make sense here. We know about the observatory. We know where he was in the observatory. But we know nothing else about somebody who has something that could then narrow down their location. We need this. How the fuck do I solve this? How do I use this ring? You use the detective club decoder ring to write a secret message. Okay, I'm gonna write the secret message by copy-pasting it. Alright, does it matter? Okay, Wayne... It's the same message. It's the same thing I just typed. Okay, it comes automatic. Okay, so then you now need to, and then turn the dial, select detective code, or use both. What? Wait, why is it a different word now? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, you start an A. So you start an A. Okay, so you start A. Do this. Go to B. Okay, now I'm at Y. Why am I at Y? What happened to B? Okay, A, V. I don't get it. Am I supposed to be copy-pasting it at every single step to find something? Like, I don't understand how this works. This doesn't make any sense to me. Wait, sorry. Give me one second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Today is a very topsy-turvy day with everything going on. How do you use this decoder ring? Hello, Chad. Hey, Chad. Welcome. Oh my god. This is actually incomprehensible. This thing is incomprehensible. I don't understand how you would be able to, like, use this. What's the point of using this? Detective code. What? To write a secret message. I just don't understand, like, why you would ever, like, tell the player the rest of the stuff that doesn't matter. And then, like, the way that it works is that it expects you to write the message, but then it already automatically writes the message, and then when you spin it, it seems like it's nonsense. If you keep copy-pasting the message, it keeps on breaking. This is probably the worst mechanic I've seen so far from Murdle, but I'm gonna deal with this. Agent Fushira was angry with rage. Does that narrow down anything about what we're doing here? We're cooked. I think we're cooked. Is there any overlap? I don't know anybody. Wait. A possible vision of the future was found beside the bodyguard, which was the crystal ball. So whoever killed the bodyguard used the crystal ball. Sure, this suspect was lugging around a heavyweight weapon. So actually, it could be her who used the crystal. What? Do we have every single clue? Maybe we missed a clue. Paper was brought by the person who wanted to escape blackmail. Uncle Midnight was either in the observatory or poison tincture was at the observatory. But we know that the poison tincture was at the golf course, which means that he was at the observatory, which means that he does not have the poison tincture. Wait, this narrows it down a little. Let me cook. Which means the observatory could not have had that. If we can get a motive for him, then I think we're good. The person who wanted to silence the witness was not in the impossible hedge maze. Oh. Was not in the impossible. Wait, no, yeah. I know that. So whoever was in the impossible hedge maze did not want to silence the thing. Okay, well, now I'm very Wait, sorry. Give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. That should be the last interruption overall, I think. Today's a very topsy-turvy day. I think we have a good solution here. I think we got all the clues. I think we need to go for deduction now, okay? So we know that Chancellor Tuscany has one of the heavy-set weapons. And we know that if she has one that has heavy-set weapons, she can't have been inside the miniature golf court. Because then that would have placed her... Because for her to be at the golf course, she would have had the poison tincture. Which means that she must have been... which means that only leaves actually one place for Agent Fuchsia. So he was for sure here. She can't have been there. So somebody must have taken that place. Which means that she was at the impossible hedge maze. Which means that her motive was not to silence a witness. So she didn't have the motive to silence a witness. She didn't have this motive. He had that motive. Which means that her motive must be this. Which means that Uncle Midnight's motive must be to silence a witness. We need to figure out who belongs, like which does the crystal ball belongs to who. Whoever has wanted to blackmail had the book. So he had the book. She had the global mail. She had the crystal ball. So then she's the one who killed the guard, because a visual in the future with the crystal ball means that she had the crystal ball to see the vision to then kill him. You know what I mean? Like she, by association of having the ball, she's the one who wanted to kill him. Her motive was that she was in the impossible maze and she wanted to escape blackmail. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got Chancellor Tuscany, crystal ball, possible hedge maze, escape blackmail. Yeah, working backwards makes sense. I fucked up. What do you mean? What do you mean? My logic was flawless. My deduction. I removed every possibility, every variable, and I was wrong. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to merge this VOD with the other VOD because we're going into the co-op section now. However, give me a moment. I need to wait for one more call and one more thing, so I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. But okay, we absolutely bombed today's thing. Chancellor Tuscany possessed her innocence and hired as her expert witness Inspector Iratino. The trial, the inspector told the jury about a dream that proved Uncle Midnight. How the fuck did Uncle Midnight do it? Okay, wait, go back. How did Uncle Midnight do it? What? Where was I flawed? Was it my reduction? Was it my alchemy? Where I reduced everything? I don't know. How did I fail this? Okay, wait. So, something rage with something. Agent Fuchsia wants to rage with jealousy. So, Agent Fuchsia rages with jealousy. Weapon made in paper was brought by the person who wanted to escape blackmail. Oh, did I fuck this up? I think I put the arrow on the wrong side. Uncle Midnight was in the observatory thing, but the weapon was found at the golf course. So the poison was found at the golf course, so he must have been at the observatory. Yes. And then if you go backwards, the person who wanted to silence it with this was not in the impossible hedge maze. So they weren't there. And the shortest subject, which was her, was lugging around crystal ball or thing. Okay, from here, working backwards. How did I work backwards again? How did I work backwards? What? So she couldn't have had this, the tincture. Oh, you know what? Maybe because I thought she had a location. But I fucked up. I based it all around a wrong location that she never even had. I thought that she couldn't have had the poison tincture because she must have had... No, yeah, that's true. She must have had one of these, which means she wasn't... It wouldn't have been able for her to be in the golf race. So she would have been in the hedge maze, which means he would have been here. Okay, so that makes sense. But then how did I get the crystal ball wrong? How did I get the subject wrong? Well, how did I narrow down this? Okay. We know that whoever had silence a witness was not in the hedge maze. So she can't have been silence a witness, which means she was the blackmail, which means he was silencing a witness. And then what happens if you want to silence a witness? If you're at the golf court, you have this weapon. Fuck. I see my problem. I did it in reverse. I did him as that instead of this. I gave him both. I gave him the poison tincture when logically he would have been impossible to, because then it doesn't really matter who. Like, it would have laddered down to like this based on the other clues. Oh fuck. Okay, well I see why. Whatever. We're moving on to Lethal Company.